So, did you set up the meeting with Viper?
Yeah, and I hope you know what you're in for. Still too light out. Viper don't like daylight. You should wait till dark, or a drink, and pray for good luck.
It works for me.
There we go. I like you better when you're relaxed, you know? Man, you're really pounding it down. You got a cast iron stomach or something? Anyway, we gotta go. You're a real weirdo, you know. I met body bags chattier than you. We all got problems. Something tells me I wouldn't want to deal with yours.
How much farther?
We're here. That guy over there is one of Viper's boys. His boss can't be far away. I'd come with you, but...
I'll handle it. You head on home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Good luck, pal.
So, you're the other one.
The other one what?
There was an Albin here earlier. Said his name was Zarek. He was a little too nosy for my liking.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing. He's okay. We got off on the wrong foot, but I won't hold it against you. Besides, this place doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
What's your point?
I get it. Give me a sec. I don't need you anymore. Go wait outside.
You got it, boss.
You know, I normally have a stake in everything. Goods, services, you name it. But I've been trying to expand lately, and I'm losing business partners left and right. It was all so promising when I started. But here I go, getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. You're here for Skibor, just like your pale-faced friend. Or should I say, ex-friend. That rat left for the depot when I fed him a few lies. What a shame. One leaves you in the lurch, and the other blows himself up.
You know about that?
Of course, and I owe you my thanks for that. If it wasn't for you, that idiot Howler would have ruined everything. In case you don't remember, he was looking to relieve you and Skibor of your shards. It's a good thing you didn't get pulled into his game. Skibor never would have succeeded.
I think you're being a little too free with the info here.
You should know the truth. Doesn't matter anyway. You can't prevent the attack now. So there's no need to keep up the charade.
So you and Skibor were partners.
We weren't partners, but he was a useful tool for me. But first things first. When Skibor first arrived in the crater, I couldn't tell the difference between him and the rest of the scum. He was just an average-looking guy. But this average-looking guy was buying Elex left and right, so I knew something was fishy. So I wanted to know two things from him. Where did he get the shards to pay for the Elex, and why didn't I ever see him use it? He's made full use of everything else. Everything was a rush for him. Didn't matter if it was alcohol or women. He had no control. He wasn't telling me anything, so I just pumped him full of chems. He was singing like a canary then. And you wouldn't believe what he told me. An Alb agent disguised as a human? Genius. Then I got an idea. All I needed for it was a bomb. A human bomb.
So the attack on the Albs was all your idea?
Of course. Those fireworks were supposed to catapult me to the top. It just didn't pan out that way, as you can tell.
How'd you make Skibor into a bomb?
It was easy. Getting him sedated was a cinch. Then I sliced him open and wired him up. And it was all thanks to my homemade cocktail of chems. He had no side effects. Well, except for the odd stomach ache. Albs are tough, man. Same goes for a fucked up Alb.
How'd you know when he was gonna leave?
I knew his routine. At least I thought I did. I gave him double the Elex and hoped he would deliver the stuff to his client. But that son of a bitch didn't move. He couldn't get enough of the stuff, and I didn't have any more to give him. I mean, imagine the situation. He could have gone off if he'd farted and taken half the crater with him. Even though the detonator was only supposed to react to a high concentration of Elex, I wasn't sure exactly what would happen. And neither Baxter nor Hector would have found it funny to have their huts torn out from straight under their asses. Luckily, you came along and made everything better.
You're pretty calm for a guy who almost started a war.
Everyone knows it's not us that has the Alb's attention. It's those stupid purple bugs. Besides, the clerics were the ones who were supposed to be the whipping boys. All I had to do was set Skibor on them. It was a simple trade. Their metal for Elex. That was the deal. But Skibor didn't know it'd be the last deal he ever made. So, this brings up a question. How'd you find out about me?
You didn't cover your tracks as well as you thought.
Well, that won't happen a second time. What if I were to offer you a job, huh? You come work for me? What do you say?
I don't work with or for people like you.
You know what? That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you. I just can't work with anyone who knows more than I do. And what you know is enough to get me killed.
It was a mistake sending your guards outside.
Mistake? That's just the way I want it. The less they know, the better. But since you seem to miss them, I'll bring them back. Tell Skibor I say hello. Shit! What was that?
Did he get you?
Where did you come from?
You didn't think I would abandon you, did you?
No, it's good to see you.
Don't mention it. Let's get the fuck out of here before people start asking too many questions. I had the dubious fortune to track this guy down before you did. He distrusted me from the outset. That gave him an advantage, so I had to take action.
You mean you played dumb?
I must have been convincing. His henchmen didn't follow me.
Good thing you took them out.
I wasn't sure you could handle them all, so why take a risk? Let's sum up the results one last time. We'll go up there, have some peace and quiet. Okay, out with it. What did you learn?
Skibor is only partly to blame. The Elex became his undoing.
How so? His consumption was limited to a minimum.
He was supposed to get it for someone. The outlaw took advantage of that and turned it into a bomb.
What? You know what that means. It's not over yet.
What are you talking about?
Listen, Alexander Azok's long suspected that Commander Aris is taking more Elex than allowed. It was my job to find out if his theory was true. You remember our meeting at the Collector's? I was looking for a middleman there. I had no idea that Skibor had taken on that role himself. The Commander is a security risk.
I am fucking confused. Who the hell are we supposed to kill?
No one. But Commander Arissa must be confronted with this information.
You should have told me sooner.
I know. I regret that I didn't. I don't know the reasons for Arissa's behavior, but I've learned that it's better to find out before jumping to any conclusions. Except, I'm no longer the right man for the job. You've shown me what it is to be efficient, what it means to make your own decisions. I can't just return to the depot and keep on like before. I want to understand how the world works. To do that, I have to turn my back on the directive. I have to leave the Alps.
Azok's not gonna like this.
I don't care. The fact that you're going to tell him that to his face more than makes up for it.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll do what you did. Disappear into exile for a while. But if you want to do me one last favor, cut the commander some slack. I know you two didn't get along, but we owe her a lot.
I'll think about it.
As a start? Who knows, you might even be able to open her eyes. As I don't understand much about saying goodbye, I won't even try.
All right. Take care of yourself, Sarek.
I will. But go now. The depot is waiting. Oh, and Jax,
Yeah?
thanks.
Is that all there is?
What do you mean?
I've been looking at this shit for a while now. Is that all you do all day? Or does something exciting happen every once in a while?
You feel like you need a challenge? What do you think is exciting?
Twisting your head off like a bottle cap would do it.
Yeah, other than that.
Well, something that'll make us some money. Sitting around on our asses ain't doing shit. I'm no yellow cow. Just so you know, scavenging around in the ruins or stealing from spinehounds ain't the best ways to make any money.
Yellow cow.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, it's really more an inside joke between me and... forget it. What are you doing now? You gonna go around collecting crap? Or are you gonna do a real man's job?
You know damn well I do a whole lot more than that.
Maybe, but there ain't much in it for me.
You got a better suggestion?
Yeah, I do. The Duke sent me out on Elex II procurement missions. I'm damn good at that.
But you've got a different job now.
That don't mean I can't pick up some extra on the side. If I'm stuck out here looking after your ass, you're gonna help me with one or two things in return.
Where can I find Viper?
How should I know?
You've got more info than I do.
Only dealt with him once, when I had to drag his ass to Baxter's hut. That's all I know. Guy's a shadow.
Here, 10 pieces of raw meat.
Perfect. Now, to give them away.
I suggest giving it to people whose friendship you value. Then it'll really be worthwhile.
Give me an example.
The Alg is a brawny warrior. If there's a juicy cut of meat on offer, I doubt he would turn it down.
An interesting choice, but I don't believe he's in need of my charity. Who else?
What about the hunters who work to keep the Bastion stocked with food?
I am not convinced. If there's anyone capable of acquiring meat by themselves, it's surely the hunters.
True, but a gift from you would save them a lot of work.
And that would make it a selfless act?
Yeah, in some respects. I wouldn't bother asking Kaya. I don't think she'd have a lot of use for raw meat. Maybe nasty. No, better leave her alone. She'd probably just dislocate your arm.
Are you suggesting that even asking her would be deemed worthy of punishment?
From her point of view? Absolutely.
What about Fox? He's a hunter too, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he is, but unless you want to have to deal with his unusual sense of humor, I'd steer clear. There are plenty of other candidates to pick from, but my combat drone is not a good candidate, okay? If that's the case, you might as well just keep the meat to yourself.
Are you certain? Maybe that's the exact experience I am looking for.
I suggest we start by picking from the names we've listed so far.
Excellent. Then let's start right away.
I don't think you need me anymore. I mean, you're the one who wants to get all charitable.
That is true, but I don't feel confident that I will find the right tone to express my sentiments. I would much rather have my mentor present.
Okay, if you insist. Let's go together. I'll lead you to who I think should get the goods.
Thank you. Your help is invaluable.
Hey,
Hello.
what the hell do you want?
You're a hunter, correct?
That's none of your business.
That is quite true. However, I have...
Let me stop you right there. I got shit to do and I can't get on with it if you keep pestering me. So beat it. Stop scaring away all the game, okay?
I apologize. I had no intention of disturbing you. I merely wanted to...
But you are disturbing me, so get lost.
Yes, of course. I merely...
Fuck off.
As you wish. I shall, to use the vernacular, fuck off. That was disappointing. I am struggling to describe my feelings.
I didn't know that could happen to a cyborg.
As you would say, the less said, the better. Let us move on. We must find a better candidate.
Hello?
Oh, hello. You are a hunter, is that right?
And you're a cleric?
Correct. I have a piece of meat for you.
Raw meat, huh? Bring it on. How much you got?
Enough.
And what do you want for it?
It is a gift. I only want to help you.
All right, hand it over then. I can take care of it later. But, wait a minute. You're not gonna show up later wanting some sort of payment, are you? Last thing I need is to be owing favors to higher-ups.
No. No,
Okay then. Thanks.
Of course. Happy to help. Noted. I'd like to do another right away, if you don't mind. Please try to ensure it's a suitable candidate.
All right, if it's what you need.
Commander, new control node chip location detected in Tavar.
Sounds good. We still have a couple of unanswered questions. What exactly are the invaders intending to do with their chips? Are they just bugs for listening in on us? Or are they something else?
Ready for departure. Awaiting orders.
You're a machine. Is there anything that would make you not ready to depart? Maybe if you forgot to brush your teeth?
Cleaning of primary weapon systems is performed during maintenance in the depot.
I know, little guy. You're a mean, clean machine.
Analyzing. 1,
100110. 101010?
101010, 01011, 0010.
1.
1.
Okay, what?
Excuse us.
Sure, if you tell me what that was all about.
It is binary communication.
By what now?
Binary communication is the exchange of algorithms which is typically used numerically and for the approximation of mathematical analysis problems.
Okay. I can see you two are going to get along famously.
1. Yes. That was a less than perfect interaction. I believe that it could have gone better. I need someone who will really appreciate my act of generosity. Let us try again. We'll move on to the next candidate.
Listen, there's another problem I have to deal with in Tavar.
What is it this time?
Mutants sighted near the fort. Not an unusual occurrence. But these are lingering around the city gates for some reason. I want to hunt every last Alb hellspawn in the area. Are you coming? Hello, Falk.
Good day, Kaya. We have known each other for many years now.
Here it comes.
Yet I have never thanked you for your help and dedication.
Sorry, what?
And so I would like to express my gratitude for our partnership with this piece of meat.
Oh, okay. I was just doing my duty. But I appreciate it.
My pleasure, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yes, and the same to you.
What do we have here?
Hello, Berserker.
Well, if it ain't the cyborg from the Cleric Castle.
That's right. I wanted...
Yeah, so did I.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, of course. I mean, us misfits have to stick together, right?
Misfits? No, I actually...
Of course, anytime you only need to ask.
Ah, well, in that case...
No need to be shy. You can ask me anything. Go ahead.
I just wanted...
I know. I totally get it. Keep up the good work.
Really?
Of course. You're doing great. Really impressive. But I should get going now, so... Don't forget, though. Anytime. All right.
Sure. Have a good day.
It's just getting better and better, isn't it?
The combat troops in the Bastion. Why do I feel like you don't have a plan?
Okay, to be honest,
Shit. I should have guessed as much. I guess I'll just have to improvise. At the very least, I need a good number of loyal comrades. People we can trust. People ready to sacrifice themselves for our cause if it comes to it. Can you do that? Yeah? What is it?
Commander, sir, I've got something for you. This piece of meat, it's a tribute. What you're contributing to our community, I am so grateful. Please, take it as thanks.
I appreciate it, really. Thank you.
A pleasure. Have a pleasant day.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on?
What?
You don't just... People don't... Oh, come on, out with it. What did you break?
No. Really, I wanted to...
it's nothing. Just a kind of social experiment.
Well, whatever. As you were.
What?
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Fucking tin can, what do you want?
Well, as you can see, I have...
You better start running before I pry you open.
Well, I mean,
Your hard drive crash? I said fuck off!
Yes, of course. Very well.
Have you finished your experiment? Are you feeling more human yet?
I believe I have gathered enough data for the time being. I am grateful for your assistance. Thank you.
Well, was it a good learning experience for you?
There were positives and there were negatives. I was unable to observe any pattern that could be used to predict the candidate's reaction to my act of charity. When it comes to understanding human behavior, I still have a great deal to learn and many obstacles to overcome.
In that case, I look forward to your next obstacle.
Thank you. Until that time, I will continue analyzing the data I have collected so far.
Agitators directly ahead.
Loud and clear. Let's get some.
Commander,
How's it looking? Everything A-okay? Did you tamper with the old machines too?
multiple control node chips in surrounding machines located and eliminated. Observation. Alien removal of electronic components likely. Reason unknown.
Seriously? The aliens are collecting old electronic scrap now?
Speculation. Aliens intend reactivation of old technology.
You think this highly evolved race are stealing dead motherboards and transistors? What for?
Leverage of outdated materials and components highly possible as alien strategy towards larger computational capacity.
So you're telling me these dead CPUs could help with their calculations?
Acknowledged. Speculation. Components to be used as raw material for new units. Dependent on task. Greater computational power correlates with faster results.
It's a little desperate. Doesn't feel like part of a well-planned invasion.
Acknowledged. Probability of speculation being accurate assessed as low. Collection of further information recommended to increase accuracy.
Right. Let me know when you find another location.
Acknowledged.
There. Ugh, I can smell them from here.
Stench is unmistakable.
Everything all right?
I'd almost forgotten how much I hate these miserable creatures. Anyway, they've all been dealt with. The fort should be safe.
Excellent. I doubt they pose much of a threat, but you can't be too careful. After all, I've heard of Alexiters who can control mutants.
You never know whether there's a mind at work inside them, trying to kill you. Makes them all the more dangerous.
Do you think the Alexiters are behind this?
No, these mutants were just looking for Elex. Typical behavior, mostly harmless. If someone was controlling them, they wouldn't have allowed the herd to get so close to inhabited land. They would have known the fort would see them as a threat and eliminate them.
That makes me feel better. As much as one can feel better when dealing with these... things. Thanks for your help. I'll let you know if anything else happens. That is, if you still want... if you have nothing else to do.
You tell me what I'd be getting into, and I'll tell you if I'm in.
Sounds like a plan.
You're back. Good. I assume you have nothing to report?
Wrong. But it's better if I tell you the rest without your guards here.
Excuse me. I must have misheard you.
Trust me, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay, if it's that important to you. Leave us alone!
Yes, Commander.
Alright, explain. Are the clerics responsible for the attack?
Not the clerics, the outlaws. One of them, at least.
What are you talking about? Skibor would never have gotten involved with them.
Not willingly, no. But he was being used and they made him into a living bomb. And it's all thanks to you.
How dare you! You're standing in front of a commander of the Albs!
Spare me the theatrics. I want to help you.
Help me? Ha! Nobody can help me.
I can try. But you need to be honest for once.
Alright, fine. No more lies. Skibor had to supply me with Elex. I couldn't think of another way out. You can't imagine what it's like. All I do, every day, all day, is pass down judgments. Every one means a death. And the bodies pile up and up. The lifeless faces blur together. But I do it. And I deal with it, and I make more hard decisions, and I always put efficiency first. I always promote our vision. And I use Elex to help me forget. To blunt these emotions and leave me cold. But the normal ration's not enough. Skibor understood that. More than anybody else. But now you're here, and holding up the mirror to me.
Bitch, you're making this too complicated. The dead are gone. Forget them, or it'll make you crazy.
Control my emotions on my own? No, I can't do that.
Well, then I sure as shit can't help you.
I've just made everything worse. There's no future for me.
Who says your future lies with the Albs? You could work for the clerics.
Me? For the clerics? Huh. They would never.
Refuse a helping hand? Correct.
You're hard to understand. Why are you doing this? Why are you helping me?
I promised a friend.
A friend? Who?
Zarek.
Zarek? Did I hear you right? I thought he hated you. In fact, your dislike of each other is the reason you were sent off together. As a distraction to stop attention landing on me. Guess I failed at that too. Where is he anyway?
He's not coming back. And neither should you. Now don't make me ask you again. Go to the clerics. If Hagen digs his heels in, tell him I sent you. He owes me a favor.
Right away. I just have to pack up my kit. My final order is, report to Azok. It's up to him to officially close this investigation. Tell him about my misconduct. Maybe it'll help him to appoint a more capable successor.
The attack on the silo has been cleared up.
I expected a report from my personal agent. Where's Zarek?
Dead.
And the circumstances of his death?
I'd need more time.
No need. Let's get back to the attack. Summarize the facts. Focus on information about the initiator and possible accomplices. The initiator first. Who was it?
An outlaw. He was pursuing his own agenda.
His status?
Eliminated.
Good. Any retaliatory measures will be taken in due course. Now the accomplices. Who was involved and in what capacity?
Skibor was a victim of circumstance. His cover was blown in the crater and they made him into a living bomb.
How did he get exposed?
It was Arissa's fault. She used him to get herself some Elex.
I feared for some time she was abusing her post. Now I'm sure. All told, we are down in Elex Silo, a scout and a commander. Under these circumstances, I'm counting on you rejoining us. I'm in desperate need of a replacement for Zarek. Think it over. Being with the Alps is your destiny.
Cora says you're getting in the way of her expedition.
Cora, the researcher. I assume you're referring to her plan to waste the lives of Alp troops investigating a vague rumor at the old converter.
She made it sound different.
Of that, I have no doubt. Since the experiment, she has been difficult to deal with.
Experiment?
Cora was researching Elex distillation. There was a release of gas which she wasn't prepared for. It had a negative effect on her. If she wasn't so critical to our research effort, she would have been removed from our community long ago.
About Cora.
I assume you want me to approve her expedition to the old converter. So give me one good reason to do so.
Maybe this will persuade you?
It won't.
Huh. Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? You're Logan's twin sister, aren't you? How is that shithead? The herpes-laden motherfucker who took over my fort and threw me out on my ass forever ago.
Yeah, sounds like Logan. So what? And before you ask, I haven't had shit to do with him in years. You want to rip him a new asshole or three? Go right ahead. He's somewhere on the coast of Caracas.
Thanks for the info, darling, but anyone with more than a brain cell knows where he is. The problem is getting to him before he sees you coming. I've sent some of my best fighters after that asshole, and he's ripped them to shreds.
Yeah, he's a tough bastard.
He sure is. So, what's new with you? By the looks of it, you've cozied up to the Morcons. You know, I don't have a Morcon gal in my stable. I always wondered how a freaky fanatic would be in the sheets.
And I always wondered what a man would look like after I cut off his dick.
Touché. Well, you're basically useless to me, so if you don't mind, fuck off.
Nasty's here on a mission from the Morcons. She needs to talk to you.
I can speak for myself, thanks.
Okay, Nasty. I'll listen. What in the ever-loving fuck do the Morcons want with me?
It won't be long before the Vandals plow in this pathetic shithole of yours and wipe that smile off your smug face.
So, what are you doing hanging with this little shit? You two are pretty fucking funny, you know that? Seriously, I haven't laughed so much in my whole fucking life. I should rip your guts through your asshole for talking to me like that. But you know what, you pathetic little dumb fucks? I think you've suffered enough. You two should stick together. There's not a half a chance in hell of surviving without each other.
That could have gone better.
Tell me about it. I should have punched him in the balls.
So what happened to being diplomatic?
Sorry, don't care. He deserved it. That asshole got on my nerves.
It might be time to rethink this plan of yours.
Can you grow a pair, please? I know what I'm doing.
If you say so. So what's the next step of this brilliant scheme?
You'll find out when I'm ready, jackass. Right now, I feel like getting in some combat practice.
Well, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I will.
Hey, just let me know when you're ready to begin your next experiment.
Since you asked, I have been processing an idea for some time now.
Yeah?
I am not certain, however, that it will bring me any closer to achieving my goal.
If you don't try, you'll never be certain. So tell me, what's the plan?
I want to help the Bastion. They have a problem there. The surrounding areas are full of wild animals and other troublesome creatures. I would like to go hunting. I want to try to keep the Bastion safe from the dangerous beasts.
Huh. What does that have to do with becoming more human?
Helping your friends is one of humanity's defining traits.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
When you're ready, let's set off. Just say the word.
Okay, let's go hunting.
I would like to go to the waters below the Bastion. Some rather troublesome wet lurkers appeared there recently. Dealing with those seems like a worthy enough deed. Wet lurkers can be quite dangerous.
Like all the other creatures in Magellan.
Elves, for example.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Are we finished dealing with the wet lurkers?
Sure looks that way.
Then let us see if it achieves the desired result. Thank you for your help. It is always a pleasure to work with you. That is what humans say, right?
The pleasure was all mine.
Huh, yes, I see.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side allows me to experience many new things. Your thoroughly human endeavor to try to preserve our world is remarkable indeed.
About that pilgrimage. I hung up the flyers.
Excellent, my son. And the Creator has protected you from all harm in this work. Did the savages cause you any trouble?
Kind of. I had to pay the berserkers off. They wouldn't let me do it otherwise.
Material wealth is but a means to an end. With your shards, you have won new hearts for the Creator. Do you wish to receive my blessing now?
Although the spiritual realm remains closed to me, it seems wise to accept.
The Creator excludes no one from his flock, my young friend. But now tell me, would you like to receive his blessing?
Gladly, Father.
Nothing grants more strength and warmth than the Creator's tidings. Be blessed, my son. May the path you walk always be level and free of hazards. Here, this is for you. I grant this gift to those who delight the Creator. Should your thoughts ever grow dim and murky, read what is written within, and you shall find safe harbor. And no one can possibly grant you a better reward for your efforts than that.
Hey! You! You're interrupting my training! Get information!
Actually, I just wanted to talk.
Well, you've come to the wrong place! Look, I'm sure your intentions are good, but right now, I'm busy whipping these morons into shape! It's a miracle that most of these numbskulls even showed up today. There's twice as many who didn't even bother!
Why would that be?
You're asking for reasons? These idiots don't have reasons! They're like cattle! Lazy cattle! It is my duty to make sure that everyone who leaves this yard knows how to do their job. In order to achieve that, I need a little discipline. Unless I beat some sense of the real world into their thick skulls, they'll be off with the others preaching blue skies and sunshine. No amount of belief in the Creator will save you if you're faced with the barrel of a gun or some deadly creature's jaws.
In that case, it would indeed be wise to strengthen defensive measures.
True, but clever remarks have nothing to do with it. Guys like your friend there make terrible soldiers, always tripping over their own feet. If you're not one of these runts, come back tomorrow and I may have a use for you.
I have the gas masks you need.
You got him? Seriously? Fuck me, son. You're a damn hero, you know? Ain't got a damn clue how I can thank you. You know what? Take more of Fenris's money. You've damn well earned it. Oh, we'll shit on a plate and call it cuisine. We did it. This mine will be up and running in no time. I'll make sure Fenris knows what you've done for me. Thanks again, boy. You're a damn good son of a bitch. Now I'm off to get my new workers together and head down to the mine with them. You need anything else, I'll be down there. I'll see you around, son.
Only a few years ago, the inhabitants here were much less friendly. I remember that not a single shard was safe.
And you think that's changed?
Yes, I got the impression that the guards take their job quite seriously.
All right, my friends. What were you able to find out? Hitch visited Chloe's with lots of different people at different times, so that doesn't tell us anything. But if I had to guess, I'd say it was Stryker.
Me too! He smokes, drinks, and likes to fight. And I observed him taking some notes.
Excellent! That may be the deciding clue. But how do we access his notes?
I got it, boss. His notebook.
Only it's no use to us. Or has one of you learned to read since we last tried?
No problem. We'll decode it in no time at all. You know, it's not polite to eavesdrop.
I just happened to be standing here and you were loud.
You stood there a little too long for your interest to be purely incidental. Whether you like it or not, you are now a part of our investigations. My friends and I would therefore take it as a kindness if you would do us a favor.
Of course. How can I help?
May I please ask you to share the contents of this document with me?
And why do you want to know what it says?
We are certain that the gate guard Stryker is responsible for some inconveniences for which we have been unfairly blamed.
And you think there's a clue in this notebook?
That is correct. Therefore, I ask that you direct your attention to the document I handed you. Take all the time you need.
It says that Stryker left a surprise in Hitch's hut.
Ah, the evidence we needed. Finally, the case is solved. Only, well...
What now?
Please share the results of our investigation with Fenris. Then we will no longer suffer the unfounded slander we have been faced with.
All right, then.
Perfect. Please, don't delay. We will wait for your return.
You should take a look at this.
Oh? Show me. This is outrageous! Is it not enough that respectable citizens are being fleeced? Now the guards are fighting amongst themselves as well! As if we don't already have enough problems. And don't get me started on the invaders. Thanks for letting me know.
I had nothing to do with it. Some kids figured it out.
Children? How?
Seems they were tired of people accusing them.
I see. I heard they were being blamed for the mess in the residential district. Good to know they had nothing to do with it. One concern chalked off my list. I'll have to think of an appropriate reward. But I need to take care of something else first. I can't just allow the guards to do whatever they want.
What are you gonna do about it?
I have a few ideas. But don't worry, it's not your problem. Tell the children they should come to see me later. They've earned a personal thank you.
About Stryker's notebook.
Yes?
I gave the notebook to Fenris.
You are the first adult we've met who is actually useful.
Nuh-uh. Scrappy always gives us nice stuff.
Psst. How did he react?
You'll find out soon enough. He wants you to go see him.
Fenris wants to speak to us?
Don't worry. He just wants to thank you.
We might get candy!
But I want a toy instead.
Petra, Bobby, please don't get distracted. Thank you very much for helping us. Here, have this, in case you are ever in need of help.
Chloe designed the card for us. It turned out great.
But we have taken up enough of your time. Until we meet again.
Ah, the man of the hour. Took you long enough. Didn't I say one day? Whatever. Listen, I found the solution to your little cultivator problem. But I don't want anyone overhearing our little plan. This is for your ears only. Follow me, okay?
Hello, friend. So, you're the guy after Rake's money.
That's right.
Then you're not gonna like what happens next.
Go on, kick the shit out of him.
You heard the man. Nothing personal.
Don't forget that asshole still has my shards.
Got it. Now get lost. I'll take care of it. Don't worry, little man. You won't feel a thing. Best if you don't put up a fight. Oh, I think I broke something. Oh, what? Here to make fun of me?
Working for Rake was a bad idea.
I'm a mercenary. I work for whoever pays. Although I guess I won't be getting paid today. Do me a favor. Kick that shithead's ass. It's his fault this happened to me. Bet he's hiding close by. The coward. I'm out of here. Gonna drink until I forget all about this shitty day.
What the hell are you doing here?
You should have found a better fighter.
Look, man. That was just a bit of fun among friends, yeah? Tell Tylus you can have my shards. No need to kick my ass, right?
I never want to see you here again.
No problem, man. That's cool. In fact, I'm off right now.
I took this from the Reavers.
You? How the hell did you manage that?
Instead of asking questions, how about you just pay me?
Don't forget who you're talking to. Here, take this. Usually I'm not a fan of people going solo, but I don't remember warning you not to, so... You earned the full amount. Wait a minute. I think I see an opportunity here.
What's your plan?
You've already proven that you can handle yourself against a couple of Reavers. But what about something bigger? Could you take that on?
Giant Reavers. Sure, no problem.
Smartass, I'm talking about a troll. That beast has 3 of our best warriors on its conscience. I was sure they'd be able to get rid of it. So I need someone who's got the brawn and the brains to tackle this job.
About that troll. Why don't your hunters take care of it?
Those idiots? Pfft, live and let live, my ass. Astrid says we provoked the fucking thing, and now it's our fault it's causing trouble. But what are we supposed to do, huh? Just sit and watch until it gets past the gates? And we'll have the cultivators on our asses too. So I talked to Fenris about it and decided to send out a few warriors.
That was a mistake, as it turns out.
No, you've got to act, even if it means you might fail. The real mistake would be doing nothing at all.
Where can I find the troll?
Like I said, that beast is getting dangerously close. Try northwest of the seedling fields. If you want to be absolutely sure, go see Astrid. Her hut is in the area, too. You might even convince her to go out on the hunt with you.
I'll take care of it.
It's not going to be a walk in the park. If you don't take this seriously, you might as well draw up your will now. But what am I saying? I'm sure you know what to do. Go slaughter that beast.